Hey guys, you're watching PhoneArena's video preview with the Samsung Galaxy Mini, which is a new ultra low-end Android smartphone by the company. What's interesting to note here in the Galaxy Mini is that we finally see entry-level handsets like this one, sporting features that were recently present only in mid to high-end devices, like for example having a modern mobile operating system in the form of Android 2.2 Froyo and also a very responsive capacitive touchscreen. The Samsung Galaxy Mini feels a bit toyish, which is mainly due to its lightweight and the plastic that the company has utilized. Nevertheless, it feels fine in the hand thanks to this dotted pattern on the back. The Samsung Galaxy Mini sports a decently sized 3.1-inch display, which is of the capacitive type, meaning that its touch registration is just fine. However, we can't help but admit that its QVGA resolution provides for some really poor image quality. All the keys on the body of the Samsung Galaxy Mini feel really fine, although this is a prototype unit and everything is still subject to change. But however, what we find on our unit is works just fine, including the three keys below the display: the menu, home and back key, the volume rocker on the left side, and on the right we have the power lock key, which also feels fine. We have a hot swappable micro SD slot here on the right side as well. On the top side we have a 3.5mm headphone jack and this micro USB port here, which is hidden underneath this plastic flap. On the back side of the device we find the 3-megapixel camera and the already mentioned dotted pattern. The Samsung Galaxy Mini runs Android 2.2 Froyo, which is customized with a tweaked version of the TouchWiz user interface. Of course, we've seen TouchWiz countless of times, and while there is not much to it in terms of graphics, at least we can say that it's a quite functional interface. So you have this multiple home screen pages here on which you can deploy various widgets, shortcuts, folders and whatnot. And at the bottom of the screen we have this software key here, which takes us to the main menu, which is a 3x3 grid here, and as you can see we have a really colorful interface here in the main menu. Of course, we're not sure if this software here is to remain in the final retail Galaxy Mini unit, since we're using a prototype one. Not much is changed with regards to your contacts. It is a standard Android experience here. We've synced our contacts from a Google account. The process is a fairly easy one. In addition, Samsung has thrown in its social hub, which brings integration with social services to your handset. You just need to add your desired account from either Facebook, Twitter or MySpace, and this merges the contacts you have in these services with your phone book on the handset. And of course you're also able to follow live feeds from these services through a dedicated widget. The Samsung Galaxy Mini continues with the stock experience within applications like the calendar, the gallery or the messaging app. Here is the QWERTY keyboard. I'm gonna show it to you real quick. It's not the most comfortable one due to the 3.1-inch screen size, but still it is plenty usable for a device like the Galaxy Mini. Last but not least, we want to show you the internet browser of the Galaxy Mini. It is of course the stock Android browser. And what we have to say here is that page loading is fine for the most part. It's not the fastest smartphone out there because of its 600 MHz processor, but it gets the job done. It doesn't support Flash, of course, and its biggest drawback in this department is its low resolution, because it makes smaller and even bigger text, extremely unreadable. However, its performance is good enough to ensure relatively smooth scrolling, and maybe its biggest selling point in this in regards to the internet browser is its support for multi-touch zooming. As a whole, we can't really say that we're looking forward to the Samsung Galaxy Mini's retail version. However, we do like the fact that such low-end handsets are getting treated to welcome features such as a very responsive touchscreen panel and at the same time very fine performance thanks to a 600 MHz processor. However, although the screen is very responsive one, we can't ignore the fact that its very low resolution takes just too much of its appeal away. Thanks for watching this video with the Samsung Galaxy Mini. This was PhoneArena. Check our website at phonearena.com for more coverage on the Samsung Galaxy line and anything else really in the wireless industry.